Hi friends, welcome to my channel Cilium Tech Automation. So today I am going to discuss about the concept called how we can send our extent report to other people along with the failed screenshots. Usually people will get some difficulty like whenever they will send one extent report to the any other people. So the other people are trying to open that extent report to see that failed test case screenshots, right? So during this time, so they will get definitely one exception called file not found exception, or file not found, or file will be removed, or file editor or deleted. Means they are not able to see the failed screenshot once they received a report from your side, right? So to overcome this problem, so here I came up with some solution called absolute path and relative path. How we can use absolute path and relative path? If you are mentioning inside your screenshots method with the help of system dot get property of user dot dir along with this absolute path, so then they will definitely they are not able to access all your screenshots, because screenshots and this folder name is available on your local machine, but the same path they don't have, so that's why they are getting the below exceptions, means file not found, or file will be removed or deleted or edited. So to resolve that issue, so I came up with some solution called, if we use relative path here, so then the other people also will able to access all your screenshots along with your extent report easily. So to achieve that one, we have to mention relative paths inside our screenshots method, right? So for that, this will be the folder structure. So first I am creating one reports folder here. I will show you with Eclipse also. First I am creating one reports folder. Here you can see this is our reports folder. So inside that reports folder I am going to store our executed.html file, that is extent report.html file. After that, extent reports we are attaching with your screenshots, right? In this extent report we are attaching all our failed screenshots. Here we can able to attach for past scenarios also as well as for failed scenarios also. To achieve that one, I created one more screenshot folder under reports folder. This is our relative path folder structure inside your project. Okay, here you can see under my reports folder I can have my extent report, that is Facebook report.html file. Under the same reports folder I can create one more screenshots folder where we can store all our screenshots for both the past scenarios and failed scenarios. Okay, so with this, if you are doing in this way, if you are sending by end of the day the status report to your client or to your manager or to your lead, so they can also be able to open your extent report, and they can also easily find out the screenshot and it will open on their machines also. To achieve, we have to follow this relative path concept only. This is the main major important concept before we are going to do on screenshots configuration inside our extent report HTML file. Usually people are following by mentioning the absolute path, they are executing that execution report is working properly fine on their machines along with their screenshot. The problem here is if they are sending this report execution report to other people, once the other people is trying to open that extent report and to see the screenshots, they are not able to see your failed screenshots because they don't have this path on their local machines, right? So that's why we are going for relative path where we can have the same relative path folder like this what I just now I told you. So for that, let me quickly open our Eclipse. Here you can see this is our extent reports class where we can configure all our report related configurations. Here first starting the report, here I am setting some system information and also I am having some configuration saying that report name, title, and also it will execute before our test is going to execute, right? So once the test got completed, you will get all these inside your extent report. Okay, after that, if any test case, I mean if any method is executing, once if that method got executed, you will get the status in this way. Like if the test method is passed, you will get inside your report saying that the test method got passed. If any failures was there, you will get status as failed along with the screenshot method. Okay, along with the screenshot method. Here I configured for failed status. I am using here capture full page method. If you go to here, the capture screenshot, capture full page method, if you see here, if we write here the system dot get property of user dot dir following by screenshots folder, so then they will definitely get some error saying that file not found exception. Because of that system dot get property of user dot dir means it will always pointing to your local folders only. So that's why the other people where you sent, right, so they are not able to access your screenshots saying that file not, path is not found or file not found exception they will get. So for that reason we have to mention the project root directory as dot operator following by reports folder following by screenshots folder, because screenshots folder is available under reports folder. This reports folder available inside our project folder structure, right? So that's why we have to keep this dot operator here. So quickly, so wantedly I am failing, I am passing some wrong credentials on our Facebook login page. So once if you pass the wrong credentials in your Facebook page, you will get one error. So let me open our Facebook URL here. So I am using here properties concept here. Okay, I am using here properties concept here. If you see this file facebook.properties, here I am storing all in the form of key and values, right? So here for example I will launch this URL saying that facebook.com. so let me open this one, facebook.com. okay, so then go to your Eclipse and copy the username as seleniumtechautomation@gmail.com. okay, seleniumautomation@gmail.com. so next it is selenium123. If I hit enter, it will tell you the email address you entered is not correct connected to an account. Okay, so this error message I am going to verify now, and for this error message I am attaching the screenshots, right? So let me quickly open how we can validate this error message from our Eclipse. Okay, for that I have already created a method called verify text element method here. So in this method what I am doing, I am taking this element dot get text. This verify text element is having three parameters, 1, 2 and 3. okay, 1, 2 and 3, those are all comparing text, what is the expected text and what is that web element. After inspecting, I am taking this web element in the form of XPath and what is the description. Okay, so here once if you initialize these parameters, so now what I am doing here, for that web element I am doing dot get text method. Once you dot get text, you will get the text and storing into some string, that is element text. Here for our reference I am printing this inside our console part. So now what I am doing here, if the captured text is equals of comparing text, okay, comparing text is also a parameter, so then you will get reporting dot pass. So this reporting dot pass, what I am doing here, if you go to this class, here you can see I am adding 4 methods to log our status as pass, fail, skip or info inside our extent reports. For that reason I am creating one more class where we can store all these methods. Okay, the same methods I am using inside this verify text element method. So if the test case got passed means it got verified successfully, you will get this is verified, the text is verified means expected and actual text is verified. If that is not matching, you are printing expected text is not matching with the actual text, right? So this is about our verified text element. So now this verified text element I am calling inside our main test case, that is Facebook login validation. Okay, so first I am doing here, I am launching this URL from the properties file. Once if you launch URL, it will take from properties file the username and password as well. For those two actions I am creating one test called as user entering the username, the user field. For password, user entering the password in password field. Once that is done, user is clicking on that login button. Once if he click on that login button, he will definitely get this error message, right? Here I am doing this validation for this error message only. So once if you see here, I am using this verify text element method here, where we can have comparing text, web element, string element description. So this is how I am validating and capturing the screenshot. The screenshot I will share to anyone. Okay, so let me quickly execute this class one more time so that we'll see what kind of report you are getting. Okay, it is launching the browser, got launched the browser, and it entered the URL, and it is entering the username, and it is entering the password, and it is clicking on the login button. These details are coming from the properties file. Okay, so now you can see here the same I am planning to validate now currently. So once that is done, the email address you entered isn't current to an account, connected to an account. You can go to your Eclipse and go to your main class. See here I am taking one string error is, where it is my expected text. Okay, this is our actual text. Okay, so now this verify text element got executed. Now this test case will be failed definitely. If you open in console part, it is telling find your account and login, right? Find your account and login, but what we are passing here only find account. So that's why we are using equals method here. That's why our test case is failing. So quickly let's go to our screenshots folder. Now you can see here reports. Let me refresh this one. So it got refreshed, and screenshots also we can refresh. Screenshots also refreshed. Now you can see here this is our generated PNG file. Now here we captured the screenshot for this one. Okay, this is how it will work for failed report, failed screenshot. And if you open the failed report.html file, you can see here for fail it is telling expected text error message on wrong details, right? Error message on wrong details. Find account is not same as the actual text. Okay, not same as actual text. This is our actual text, but we are passing here find account, means these two are not equals. That's why you are getting this as it got failed. If you open your screenshot now, here you can see you are getting one broken image. Okay, because of some path related issues you are getting that broken image. Okay, so now you can go to your extend reports class. If you see here, now we are telling that this is our current folder structure, right? Okay, current folder structure. So if you are sending this report to other people, so they are not able to see your extend report along with the failed screenshots properly. So to achieve that one, we have to use one more dot operator here, where it will tell you to the other people like from root node to child node. Okay, from root node to child node. For that I have to add one more dot operator here. So I will take here one concatenate here the string concatenate. Okay, concatenate equals to dot. Okay, now if we do like this concatenate I am going to append to our which one, where we need to append this one to our dot reports, right? Dot reports I have to append that one concatenate, right? So for that one we have to use one more extra dot operator to achieve that one. Okay, to achieve that one. So here let me quickly see this one. Okay, here you can see string screenshot here is there, right? String sorry, one second. We need to add this inside here. You can see here we have string screenshots capture full page, right? Inside capture full page we have only one dot operator. It will tell always your current local directory only. If we add one more dot operator here by adding that concatenate here, okay, by adding that concatenation string here, concatenate, okay, concatenate, and I am appending, okay, and I am appending to capture full page. Okay, so now if you go to your this one which got executed recently. Let me copy this one. Let me copy this Facebook report.html file. Okay, let me copy and paste it here. Let me open this URL. This is our actual report, right? Now you can go to this method. You can see it is telling expected text error message on wrong details is not same as the actual text, right? This is because of we are passing some wrong information. Okay, now you can see here you are getting some broken images, right? So if you are sending this report to other people also, they will also get like the same way how you are getting. So to overcome this one, so let me inspect this one. Press F12. Okay, press F12. So then okay, now you can inspect this broken image. So now you can see here we are getting only dot reports screenshot, means it is taking as an absolute path only. So that's why we have to configure one more dot operator inside our extend reports class, right? To capture full page, we are appending one more dot operator by taking in the form of separate string, that is dot. Okay, so now if we execute it, now we'll see what will be the outcome. Results, refresh, right? Okay, refresh, and let me run it one more time. So now we will get the exact image where it is failing. Okay, it is opening the browser and it is open, launching the URL. Okay, now it entered password and clicking on login button. Okay, it got clicked and it is verifying this error message. Expected text is not same as the actual text. Okay, so now it got completed. Now you are seeing here this is our actual text. Find our account and login, but we are passing here wantedly to get that failed screenshot inside our extend report. What I am passing here, I am passing here find account. Okay, this is our expected text, but this is not same as the actual text, that is find your account to login. Okay, so that's why we are able to generate the screenshot here. Let me go to here and refresh. Okay, now one more image got generated, screenshot got generated. Let me copy this. Let me copy this and let me open it here, paste it here, and it will open from here. And let me open the report. So now you can see here the same, right? Okay, what it is telling, users Lenovo reports screenshot for full page, file not found, right? Users Lenovo, check the file name for capitalization or other typing errors, check to see if the file was moved. See, in the same way the people will also get the error what you are getting here. So here you can observe here the line what I modified. If you are executing or if you are sending this report to anyone, means they will also get their user's name here. They won't get your username in their machines. Okay, so with the help of this relative path you can easily open your screenshots to see. Okay, you can see here you are getting the proper image here, right? But inside our extend reports that is not happening properly. So because of, you can go and check here Facebook login and inside our extend reports class, this is our capture full page. If you see here, there is some issue with this one. Okay, there is an issue with this one. So now where is this one? Inside our capture full page method, if you see here dot reports, right? Dot reports screenshots. Okay, dot reports screenshots, this is our actual method. Dot reports are available or not in check in our machine. Dot reports is available, screenshots are also available. Then why it is failing? dot reports are available, screenshots also available. Okay, so then check in your, okay, dot png is the extension, dot reports dot screenshots, screenshot full page. Okay, it is fine. Dot reports, any spelling mistake we are doing here. Okay, rename, control C. So let me pass it here. Okay, screenshot, screenshot, and this is our reports folder. Once it is done, image path, get image. Okay, image path. Okay, file image path, system.out.println not captured, get stack trace. Okay, so now we are returning this image path. So then why that is not opening? Let me quickly browse this one. Facebook login here. Okay, not here. Reporting. Okay, let me close the remaining reports from Eclipse. We'll see why it is not opening now. Okay, reporting. Okay, extend report class. Here extend report class, what we are doing here, you can see this code, capture full page. Okay, capture full page, this is our path. Okay, so that's why it is failing now. I got to know because of this one. So new extend html reporter, new extend html dot reporter. Okay, system dot get property of user dot dir, concatenate. Okay, this one is done, and string screenshot paths equals to, everything is correct only, so there will be no issue, but screenshots are not coming currently. Okay, and appending, concatenate, appending string screenshot paths equal to concatenate. What is this concatenate here? Capture full page, right? Concatenate dot only, right? Concatenate dot only. Then why, what it is giving error? What kind of error it is? Sorry, in Firefox can't file at C users. Okay, maybe we are adding one more. Okay, okay. Why, I got to know now. So let me quickly copy this folder. Okay, now it will work. Copy this folder. We are doing the correct way only. Okay, now if you open this report, one more time, now you can see here, you can see now it started working, because we are storing it inside some folder called reports folder, right? Okay, reports folder you are storing, you can see we are storing that screenshot under reports folder. Under screenshots folder we are generating this screenshot here. Okay, so that's why we have to mention the root directory as dot operator. So then what it will do, it will take the current project location, then it will go in this way, like from reports, then it will take screenshot, then it will take you the screenshots along with the .png extension. Okay, so if you are opening the Facebook report.html directly from here and sending to your client, so they will definitely get the same error what I shown you just now. Okay, let me close this one. If I open directly, I mean, how we are sending to our clients, we are just directly copying that .html file and we are sending to our clients, right? So if we send them directly by taking the .html file, the other people will also get the same issue what we got currently, because they will also get this broken image on their machines, because you can see here reports folder is missing here. Okay, reports folder is missing because this .html file available inside reports folder, that is fine, but screenshot folder is not available inside this reports if you opened it directly or if you open and send it to someone. So that's the reason once if you done with that execution part in this way by using of relative paths, you have to copy this reports folder, copy, you have to copy this reports folder, copy, and you have to save it in on your desktop or any other folders, so that you can just go to your email and you can just directly zip this folder and you can send that report to your team members or to your client, so that once they receive that email they will see that .zip file, they will try to unzip, and from there it will take their current machine location, because we are using that dot operator extra here. Okay, if we don't use the dot operator and if we don't use to copy that reports from your Eclipse on your local machine, so it will give always the same error what we got just now. Okay, so if you open this reports folder, then it will be easy, you can easily zip that file and you can share that to anyone if you want. So now if you go to here and if you see this image, if you click on that one, it will directly opening you the Facebook. So in this way we can easily send our extend report along with the failed screenshots to anyone. Okay, so let me quickly recap what I just now I told. First one, this is our main class. Here I am launching our Facebook, entering the username password. Wantedly I am failing some validation part where this expected text is not same as the actual text. For that one we already created one method that is called verify text element. Here we are adding reporting.fail and reporting.pass. These methods are coming from reporting class, where we can have different methods where we can get the status along with the logs inside our reports. Once that is done, if you go to your extend reports class, you can see here for capturing the full page I am not using any system dot get property of that user.dir. If we do in that way, it will always take your own local directory only. If you send the same along with your local directory to other people, they will also get the same, because that directory is not available on their machines. So that's why we have to use one dot operator here. It will represent you your current folder, but for extend reports we have to use system dot get property of user.dir. Means for HTML files it won't be cause any issue, because it will always store on any other machines. But whereas if you come to the screenshots, if you are creating the same screenshots folder separately inside your project, so then it will take always your current project directly only. So that's why we are creating one reports folder. Inside this reports folder I am generating one more screenshots folder. Inside the screenshots I am capturing all the failed test case screenshots. Inside this reports folder I am capturing that .html file. Once your execution is done, just copy this reports folder and paste in any one of your folders like how I did just now. Then simply zip this file, simply convert this reports folder to zip folder, so that you can easily send this one to other one. Okay, so you can see where is the zip send to. Okay, compressed zip folder. Okay, now it got compressed zip folder. Now you can take this control C and you can send it to your client or your teammate or any other machines. They can easily access your reports along with the failed screenshots. Okay, likewise they will get. If you see this reports folder, it is easily, and also you can have all the failed screenshots present inside our screenshots folder. Okay, you can see now I can able to easily open this one. This is how we have to follow if you are sending your daily status emails via extend report along with the attached screenshots for that report, so that people will also easily access. They don't get file not found exception what we got just now, and also file will be edited or deleted. Okay, that's all it for this tutorial. So please do subscribe to our channel. Please watch this video till the end. If you like this video, after watching, please hit a like and please share to everyone, so that it will helps me a lot to do more videos on upcoming days as well, from both manual and automation testing concepts. Okay, so thank you guys, thank you so much for your support. Please signing off, Selenium Tech Automation.